to make those beautiful things, and I teach you how to grow your online business. All right, let me grab this link real quick and send out a text message so that I can give you my undivided attention. If you like what you see here and want to see more, be sure to tap on your phone screen or your iPad or whatever you are on. And if you tap on it, up in the corner, there'll be 3 little dots, and that will give you the option to follow my page. And it will also give you the option to turn on notifications when I go live, or if it's still there. You know, Facebook changes every now and then. But all right, I'm almost done with my computer. Let me tell you what's down here on the table. Actually, let me close this and I'm going to give you a bird's eye view. So these are some ornaments, and as you can see, they're rather large ornaments that I purchased last year on clearance. Y'all, last year on clearance. So I just recorded a quick little video on how I made them. So stay tuned for that. I'll get that uploaded for you. So let me set these aside. It's just a busy, busy day at Festive Creations. I'm still, I'm working diligently for 2 big craft shows coming up the next 2 weekends, and I couldn't be more excited. For those craft shows, we need some Christmas. So this is a wreath kit, and let me bring you back down overhead again. So this is a wreath kit by Festive Creations, and I will put that link to this wreath kit in the comments right now. And Terry, hello. Debbie, good morning. All right, there's that wreath kit. I just posted, or it's posting right now. But this is, come on, pin. Sometimes it won't pin for me. This one comes with 2 mesh. Look at this. It comes with 2 rolls of mesh, just like this. It comes with this champagne and gold, or ivory and gold poinsettia. Yes, please. It comes with all 4 rolls of ribbon. Yes, 4 rolls of ribbon. But look at, I'm going to be chasing ribbon now. Look at our focal point. So it has our Merry Christmas, and it's got all that shimmering glitter going on, and those beautiful pinks and blues time of year for this upcoming season. So this kit comes with a 15-inch frame, all 4 rolls of ribbon, 2 rolls of mesh, and that poinsettia. I'm going to get started. Good morning, Shannon. Shannon, we are too. Dreary. Absolutely. It was thunderstorming early this morning, and if you guys know me, we have a border collie who is terrified of thunderstorms. Not the rain, just the storms. And so she's trying to get on top of us and climb under the bed and all the things. It makes for a great night of sleep, let me tell you. But that's okay. It's just raining now, and so she's chill. She's actually out in the garage. Just chilling, watching the rain outside, which cracks me up. All right, let me pin this real quick, and that way I can see the rest of your comments. Good morning, Jeannie. So Shannon, yeah, this is my first Christmas one, and but I need to stop for a moment and get away from fall and Halloween, because the next show that I'm doing is all fall and Halloween. So I'll be able to do more for it when I get done with the show this weekend. But this weekend is the only time that I really have the opportunity to present my Christmas. So that's why I'm working. I switched gears this week, and we're going to go on Christmas. Well, almost. I did do that one this morning, that wreath kit. I couldn't help it. It's too cute. I did record that, and I'm hoping to get that uploaded later this week too. Renee, hello. Diana from California. Judy McDonald, hey Deborah. Scarlett's in the house. Yes. Hello, Shelly. I'm in DMV. Oh no, it only took since January to get an appointment for a driver's license. Texas, are you kidding me? January, really? I mean, we have to, Illinois, we have to make an appointment now, but we can get pretty much right in. I also have found that one of our rural towns one of our rural towns. If you go there, you can get in a lot easier. So if this one, so don't know if you tried any outer line towns rather than right there in the heart of Dallas. I think you're in Dallas, right? So yeah, crazy. I have a big show this weekend. I have enough designs to fill a U-Haul. Well, you know what? That's just it. I'm going to need a U-Haul. I have a 21-foot trailer, and I do have to have quite a few for this upcoming show. Bonnie, hello. Roberta, good morning in Illinois. Roberta, is it raining up there too? San Antonio. Okay, I'll get it right one of these days, Shelly. But don't hold your breath on that. Don't hold your breath. Diana Lynn. All right, good deal. So in this kit, you're going to get, what was the name? I just threw the tag away. This kit is called the Pink and Cheerful Christmas Wreath Kit. That's what it's called. So I actually have the mesh already pre-cut, ribbon pre-cut, just to kind of save a little bit of time. But don't forget, you know, my favorite thing to remind you is be thinking about where you want to place your sign on your frame prior to adding any pipe cleaners or whatever you use to attach it. So, you know, you want to kind of have an idea of where you're going to put things so that you can map out what your finished design is going to be like. And I tend to kind of do an offset like this. I don't know. It just, for me, it flows better. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 2 right here, 2 right here, 1 here, and 1 over here. And then I'll decide the other 2 in just a moment. I am going to use my staple gun. My trusty does not require a lot of pressure or effort on my part. Dallas, Texas. There you are. Good morning, Suzette. I'm going to get a 10-foot box truck from 1 week from Saturday. That works. So I have a 21-foot, and I put, you know, of course, my tables are in there, my tents in there, my designs. Now, guys, I always put glue over my staples just in case one of those staples decides to eject itself. I have a second layer. Now, I am going to need more than this. I don't know why I put... I'm going to add another one here and another one about right there. Pipe cleaners. I was getting ahead of myself. That's all. Yeah, so I've got, so this event, which one am I this Saturday? This Saturday's Apple and Pork. So I have 2 16 by 16 square spots. I'll be putting up 3 tents. I don't know how many tables. I have other display items that I'll be setting up to display things. And I will be bringing sublimation tumblers and other things that I sublimate. We did trick-or-treat bags this year, and they're super, super cute. I need to show you, if I could have time to get them uploaded to the website, you guys would love them. Absolutely, they're adorable. Inspired by one of my coaching members, I do want to point out. Thank you, Kim. And so I'll be taking that. We've got, of course, our centerpieces. I have a ton of centerpieces, but my people like the centerpieces. My area, they love the centerpieces. So why not? Why not? Shows can be. And, you know, once you get it down to a science, Judy, or at least in my mind, you know, I have all my totes packed just the way I want it with table coverings and all the things. And so, you know, I've been doing it long enough that that's all together. You know, how I'm going to price things, how I'm going to stage things. And yes, it's a lot of work. It absolutely is. But it's a way to connect with your customers. That's one thing that we don't get on Etsy. You know, when we sell on Etsy, we don't get to see that customer's face or their feedback when they actually open their item. I only have about 40 to take to a local nice indoor flea market. I grab the locals and out of town. Good for you. And Renee, you know, depending on the foot traffic, that might be perfect, the perfect amount. You'll find out because this one that's coming up this weekend was the very first big one that I did. I've done other small ones, but this was the very first big one, and I didn't know what the heck I was to expect. So typically they have an average of about 70,000 people. Yep, you heard me, 70,000 people that walk through over the course of the weekend for this event. And it's a very large event. And the first year I took about 50 items and I sold out after the first day. With the exception of a few things, but yeah, I wasn't prepared. I sold centerpiece to one wreath. I sold centerpieces to one wreath. It was a great show. Debbie, good for you. Congratulations. Yes. I love that. Anybody else got shows coming up? Oh, by the way, this is a wreath kit. I'm not telling you anything. I'm not giving you the instructions for this. If you have this pink and cheerful Christmas wreath kit, I cut the mesh, I believe, at 30 inches. Let me check that just to make sure. Yes, 30 inches. And hey, Heather.
Hi.
What do you think?
I love them.
I'm going to do the other four, I think, in the traditional colors.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Did not realize you were on.
I'm not. I know. Heather just showed up. We've been working separate locations this morning. So she's been working on sublimation. And Stephanie's been working on wreaths.
Yeah, you.
And things. Yes. Yes, it is. It turned out really cute. So, yay me. My street fairs start October 11th. So what kind of setup do you do for a street fair? I'm curious. Good morning, Linda. I just lost that. Who said that? Oh, Lori did. Okay. You said my street fairs start October 11th. So we do, I mean, we have some around here, but it's a rural community. I don't do Springfield, which is the larger community close to us. So I just go to the small ones, and we don't do a whole lot there, so it's hardly worth it for me to go. I usually do this one big one a year, and then this year somebody talked me into doing a new one. It wasn't Heather. No, it was the Brinkotter guy that's over the Macon County Fairgrounds.
We're gonna rock it.
We are. I'm super excited about that because we get to stage the following weekend. That first weekend in October is all fall and Halloween. So I'm going to stage my booth, and it's in a barn. So we'll have, I believe a barn stall to work within, and so we can decorate it. And I want to make it more of a Halloween-ish kind of vibe in there. We'll still have some fall items, but it will be a lot of Halloween, and that'll be fun. In a gated community this weekend. What is your opinion about gated communities? Yvonne, drive around and see what's on their front door. That's the nice thing about doing local is if you have, and in this case, it's a gated community, so it's a very segregated area, and I'm telling you, you can tell a lot about what they are going to be attracted to just by driving around and looking at what's in their houses or on their houses now. Do they decorate? Do they have an overhang? You know, promote your product to the who these people that live in the gated community. And of course, it's going to depend on the foot traffic. You know, is it the first time they've ever done this craft event, or, you know, there's all kinds of things that can go into it for sure. Oh, wait a minute. This is my very first time, so we'll see. Awesome, Lori. Well, good luck. Good luck. Look, you know, the way I look at it is everyone is an experience. Absolutely. So whatever it is, take away life that you can use in future events. and also take away email addresses. So if you're in my business coaching group, I harp on them all the time and just remind them, it's not harping, but just remind them that when you are at events, do your diligence and collect information to contact them after the event. Because you may never see that person again, but how many times have you said, well, I really like that, but I'm not ready, or I'm not ready for that yet. And so how are you going to connect with them when they are ready? Also, having that local email address, you can get in touch with them when you are running a sale or have a coupon, or maybe you just released your new line for the next upcoming season. So collecting email addresses, and I like to give them a little perk, you know, like sign up for my newsletter and you get a free nail file, $5 off your purchase today, or whatever you're comfortable with. And what do you mean, Judy? And don't crash the car when you see a gross store bought Wreath. Drives me crazy. Oh, Judy, that's funny. Thank you for bringing that up. So Yvonne, that's awesome that it's an annual event. I'm glad you're making one of these. I've been eyeing this. Teresa, this one is so pretty. And I can't wait to see what the final version of this. So if you're just joining, this is a wreath kit. You can find it at festivecreationsbystephanie.com. And it is called a Pink and Cheerful Christmas Wreath Kit. Or you can just search the number 1010 kit. 1010 kit. And I have all kinds of different kits available. I do not make every wreath kit, so please, please, please be aware that I do not make every wreath kit, but what you do get is a link or an instruction sheet that will give you a recipe. And if you don't know what that means, I'll explain it here in just a moment. Let me get this one and one more. So when you get your wreath kit, you're going to get a recipe sheet that looks just like this. So if your kit came with a square sign, 2 rolls of mesh, 3 rolls of ribbon, and a wreath frame, watch this video. It's not going to be this kit, but it's going to give you measurements and give you instructions on how you could design yours. So since this is an oval sign, we really don't have one that has an oval sign. So you could use the rectangle as an option, but of course I'm recording this one. But there's all kinds of different videos that will give you the measurements and instructions on how to put a kit together. Maybe not this kit, but a kit. Lori, absolutely. I never go anywhere without one. I also offer a QR code so that, you know, with today's technology, all they have to do is scan the QR code and it pops up to their phone where they can just enter their email address and their name and boof, boom, boof, be gone. And actually, I can actually connect it to an email that will email them immediately and give them their coupon if I wanted to. But it just depends. So Yvonne, and you have to be asked to have a booth. So absolutely, that's typical with a gated community, being asked to have a booth because they are very meticulous on what kind of people represent the community. So kudos to you for getting that invitation. Teresa, I wish you could buy them all too, girl. Shannon, right? Why not? Okay. I was at one show, only had 4 customers that bought, but one of the 4 is 8 months, and she purchased another 11 more pieces since. It was worth being there, and it's local, so no shipping. Absolutely. Absolutely. But if you do collect email addresses, you can't just sit on them. You actually have to email them. If you have a customer relation management system called a CRM, you can mass email them all at once. If you have just a regular Gmail or Google account, you can email them that way. And, you know, just thank them for stopping by your booth. And even if they don't make a purchase, thanks for stopping by. And let them know where you're going to be at next. Let them remind them how they met you or how you got their email address. It's really quite easy to do that. And then start emailing regularly. Once a month is for local. That's great if you can start emailing once a month. And it doesn't have to be to sell stuff. It could be, hey, this is how you clean your oven. Or this is how you decorate a mantle. Or hang a wreath or store a wreath or whatever. It can be just helpful hints to help your customer. Waiting for another delivery. Teresa, awesome. Do they come regularly? First ever show, Misty said, November 2nd. You have been a huge inspiration. Oh, bless your heart, Misty. That makes my day. I love being somebody's inspiration. Can you get the sign without ordering a kit? Ooh, I don't know if I have any of just the signs left or if we use them just all in the kit. If Heather's still here, she might know. But I can't look it up right now because I'm using all my devices to go live. But I can give you the number if you want to go to the website and search the number. It is going to be AP 786963. AP 786963. All right, I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm good. Perfect. Let's add it. Hey, Carol. What's up, girl? I was on a roll this past, sold several Wreath coaster sets and other small things, so I have several price points. And Yvonne, that's perfect. Nope, Heather said nope, only in the kit. Donna from Kentucky, welcome, welcome. Okay, so this is after adding the 2 rolls of mesh, and we cut it at 30 inches. We've already prepped our sign, and so I'm going to move forward. Actually, I'm going to add the ribbon tails before I add the sign. So let's get started with that. So the ribbon that comes with your kit is this 2.5 inch shimmer glitter in white. You get a 1.5 inch gold shimmer glitter. Look at that shine. And you get a 5/8 inch in this blue. I don't remember the exact color with the blue, but you also get this beautiful 2.5 inch pink white swirl. Isn't that gorgeous? So you get 4 rolls of ribbon with this. And let's get started with ribbon tails. Oh, I need to cut these. So I cut the white and the gold at 12 inches, but the blue is cut at 16 inches. And I'll show you why it is at 16 inches here in just a moment. But let's go ahead and get started. I didn't think to dovetail these before we went live, but it's a good time to show you if you don't know how to dovetail. I take my ribbon and I fold it back side together so the pretty side is facing outward, wired edge together, and then I bring my sharp scissors at an angle and cut towards the wire. Now I have that little V cut right there on the edge, and I do that most of the time to my ribbon tails. So Yvonne, yeah, they don't go over in your area. I understand. Well, Donna, now maybe it'll inspire you to get it going, huh? All right, so I'm going to, actually, I'm going to start out on top just because I want to show you. I'm going to set those down, and I'm going to bring our blue together here, and I'm going to make a little cancer awareness ribbon and then bring it together to make a little tiny bow. That little bow, my friend, is going to go right on top there. Just like that. So now I'm going to spread out. Now, I will not dovetail this ribbon. I may or may not cut it at a slant, but it looks fine just the way it is. And look at how gorgeous that is. Now, this one, I probably will cut off the twist ties once I'm done, but I always wait till I get done. And Yvonne, it's funny because last year, these aren't, I'm like you, and you know, your, well, at least your area. I'm more of a traditional. I'm a country bumpkin, and you know, we do a lot of, we still like the vintage trucks in this area, and we like the traditional colors. We like the gingerbreads and the snowmans and all of that. But last year, if you recall, if you were around last year, I did Christmas in July. My colors were ice blue and white and silver. And I took that collection to the festival last year, this Apple and Pork Festival. And I had a lady just about have a coronary when she saw it. And she's like, I have to have it all. So she bought the entire collection. Actually, one of the lanterns had already sold individually. So she got it all but one lantern. And she was ecstatic. She went home, got her car, brought her husband back, and went home with the entire collection. That was her colors. And I think that's the kind of customer that you have to have, you know, is the one that's, I gotta have it because that's their jam. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm like your area though. It's not exactly my jam. So I don't do a whole lot. That's for sure. Thanks, Missy. Let's see. All right. So I'm going to repeat. I normally start around the bottom, but I wanted to show you a good view of that one as I was putting it together. So I'm going to continue moving forward, making that little breast cancer awareness ribbon, bringing it down. I pinch it. Let's see if I can get all three of them now at the same time. Pinch. And slide that right in. Aha. I knew. I had one extra roll of, mesh cut. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you get a roll that has more than 10 yards on it. So I wasn't really concerned about it. But I found the twist tie that is naked. This twist tie is naked. He needs some love. So I'm going to grab that roll and we're going to add it to that twist tie. Hey, friends. Yes, this is a wreath kit. Thank you for asking. It can be found on the website and it is called a Pink and Cheerful Christmas wreath kit. I actually put a link to it pinned in the comments below. So if you want to head on over there to that link, it'll take you straight to this kit. Of course, all kinds. Oh no, holy mackerel. Guys, I've been on, even though I haven't been on live on Facebook, I've been on my camera for about 3 hours now. And my iPad just said, hey, your battery's getting low. So hang on, I have to go get a charger for my battery. And by the way, if you are watching on YouTube, hey, YouTube friendly folks over there, be sure to let me know in the comments that if you're watching, or even if you're watching the replay, I always enjoy hearing where everyone is from. And let's see, get this plugged in here and get it to stretch across. Oh, Lord, child. Lordy, Lordy, child. That ain't gonna work. Okay, I gotta bring my iPad closer so that it can reach the charger cord. And then all will be right with my world. Ta-da! There we go. Okay. Catastrophe diverted. Yay me. Who said that? Hey Lynn, how are you? Rhonda, happy, what is today? It's today's Tuesday. Of course it is. Today is coaching group. I have my business coaching group, Circle of Awesomeness, tonight. So we meet every Tuesday evening. And tonight's our night. How do you stop the wreath from moving all over the place when putting the mesh and ribbon on, or is it just a problem? Let me see. Or just a problem because they're light. I'm thinking back for a second because I think it's just a talent of you learn how to manage both of them at the same time. Of course, I've already put the mesh on, so I can't even demonstrate, but like right now, I'm just going to add that, and I'm not pushing the wreath anywhere. It's just staying right where I need it to be. I think it's just a matter of technique, is what I think. Technique will get you there. How do you get in the group? Go to stephscircle.com, just like it sounds, STEPHS circle, stephscircle.com, and you can get all the information over there. And of course, my coaching group is my business coaching group. So I teach people how to grow their online business, and in person, obviously, as well. I do not specialize in brick and mortar. So if you have a boutique and things like that, I do not specialize in that, but I do on online sales and things like craft shows. Those are my areas. We talk, and we have different subjects. I have resources for you on where you can and how you can get wholesale products. You know, once you start buying wholesale, then it makes it so much more economical for you to buy the product. But, you know, a lot of people aren't in that position because wholesale normally means quantity. So instead of buying 1 or 2 of an item, you've got to buy 24 or 48 of the same item. So that's where it gets a little challenging. You're welcome, Misty. All right, let me get some more of these dovetailed. And hello, there we go. In fact, I am a guest speaker in another group today. I usually go live in their group. I forgot to move my iPad. I usually go live. It's Painting for Profit. A good friend of mine, Terry Burton, who does painting for door hangers, yard decor, leaners, things like that. She's a friend of mine. And so I go live in her group once a month and we talk business. I specialize in Etsy. So I answer just about any questions, and Terry's very knowledgeable too. So between the two of us, we try to meet her group's needs and help answer those burning questions when it comes to running your business or growing, you know, turning your hobby into a business. I think all of us started out with it being a hobby, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. And then if you're anything like me, it started out being a hobby, and then I took the money from my sales and I turned it back into buying more products. And so I built my whole business off of cash. Until I bought my warehouse. I did have to get a loan out for the warehouse. It's okay. It's okay. Everything else up to that point has been cash. Goodness, you guys are quiet. All right, I'm getting close to the end of the wire here with these. And again, the ribbon tails are cut at 12 inches. And it feels great too, Misty. It feels great. So 12 inches on the ribbon tails. I see one that needs a little more haircut. There we go. Finish that beautiful gold. And then we will start getting our trend to life. I love this. That champagne colored, ivory colored poinsettia with the gold, it just pairs up really nicely with a choice of ribbon that we put in this kit. And it looks marvelous against that dark pink, that hot pink background. These colors can be gorgeous. But like Yvonne said, not everybody's jam. Okay, those are all dovetailed. Let me clean up my little mess here. Not too much. That's the nice thing about this shimmer glitter. It doesn't shed real bad. I mean, I still have glitter, but not like glitter. I'm not covered in glitter. Okay, let's go back to the overhead view and finish this up. Misty, they're doing great. They're doing great. Emma yesterday, oh Lord, child. She came home yesterday. She got off the school bus and she was in hysterics. And so Emma's really timid and shy. She's not a real outspoken girl. And she was in hysterics and tears because someone on the bus was being a bully, and they didn't cause her any harm, physical harm, but they took her Chromebook and they like tossed it in the seat where it hit her side. It didn't hurt her. It didn't leave a mark or anything, but you know, it was just the gesture, right? The threatening gesture. And then the same girl told Emma, she said, "You're gay." And Emma was traumatized. She was truly traumatized. And, you know, once I got all the information, you know, out of Emma, like where did it happen and how did, you know, all the things. So, needless to say, I reported it to the school this morning. But, you know, Emma, I'm like, honey, I've got to teach you how to have thick skin, though. I said, girl, you ever have a problem like that again? You just give them the stink eye. You look them straight in the face and you give them the stink eye and tell them to move on along. You know, and just have that courage to be able to say, get out of my face. And she doesn't. So, you know, that's going to be a hard thing to do, is to teach her how to stand up and believe, you know, that she's got the strength to do things like that. Not that she should ever have to, but, you know, we all know the real world. And I'm like, girl, we're going to have to teach you. You know, when you react that way, it just makes them want to do it even more. Of course, I don't know how she reacted when the girl did it, but I know she was shocked. But that was horrible. That was very traumatizing for her. And rightfully so. Yes, it is ridiculous, the bullying. And, you know, you wonder why. And this child, Emma's in the 4th grade, and this child is a 5th grader. So, you know, they're not very far off Emma's age. But it's like, why? And you know, kids have been doing this for years. But why? Why get your kicks out of belittling and bullying someone else? I don't know. But we're going to get through it. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see how this is coming out, but look at how pretty these are. I love this. I love the little bow tie in the center. I think it really sets that off. So, super happy about that choice. And I'm actually just going to get, I need 2 more on the bottom. And what did I say? The blue ones were at 16 inches, I think. And it's the perfect size. Just perfect. Roberta, you know, you kind of wonder, You kind of wonder what their home life is like. I always do. I always wonder. And Eli, he's getting ready to celebrate his 9th birthday in just a couple of weeks, 3 weeks. Well, yeah, about 3 or 4 weeks. I don't know. Let's see. His actual birthday is on the 15th of October. We're going to have a party for him on the 12th, on that Saturday before. They're testing their upper class age next. You in the middle school. It comes back to the lower class totem pole again. Yes, totem pole again. Things didn't get better for my daughter until high school. And I unfortunately believe you, but it's something that we've got to work on. And Emma already lacks self-confidence, so I got to help her. And I have both the kids in therapy, so we're trying to do everything we can for them. That's for sure. My granddaughter went to a new school. I was beat up by 2 girls. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she's not like that. That's not her personality. She wouldn't harm a fly. Absolutely. And of course, I don't believe in gossip. So it's funny because the first time, in either one of the kids, but it's Emma, the first time Emma came home and she's like, Aunt Stephanie, do you want to know what happened on the playground today? And I'm like, what do you mean? Well, so-and-so said, and I said, whoa, stop right there. Aunt Stephanie doesn't want any part of gossip. We don't talk about other people. If there was something and the school handled it, that's all you need to know. Stay out of it. It's not your business. And boy, she just was like, now I know that her mama was not that way. So that's a trait that I have to undo, is that we don't become a part of spreading gossip. That is, but she was just like, oh, it was cute. My daughter has neurofibromatosis. Yeah, I can say it when I can speak. And was bullied. Teresa, that's ridiculous. Hey, Carrie. Thank you, girl. Yes, learning to stand up in positive ways. And yes, I agree. Therapy is great. And Emma's... So I started Eli in therapy. Well, Emma had therapy, and then the therapist discharged her. And then I got Eli in therapy. And usually when I take Eli, I have Emma with me. And the therapist is like, should we be seeing her too? And I'm like, sure, why not? So we see them together. They see the child psychologist together. And last week, she goes, well, Emma, let's talk about you. And Emma's like, why? I don't need therapy. She's so cute. Wait, it's not therapy. We're just talking. We're just talking. That's all. They're coming along. Yes, she's definitely thriving now. Absolutely. Daggone it. I need a tissue, and I bet I don't have one in here. Hang on a second. Let me grab one out of the next room. Okay. Ta-da! Quick and easy. Y'all, Roberta, are you still here? Because if you are, tell me, are you having a humidity like out the wazoo? It's only 60 some degrees here where I'm at in Illinois today, but the humidity level is atrocious. Atrocious. Joyce, tell the girl to kick rocks. Unfortunately, that seems to be the rite of passage for the upper classmates. Tell the girl to kick rocks. I have not heard that in that kind of context, but absolutely. I haven't been around in this world for a while. I'm in the getting close to my golden years, not my raising children years. Those are supposed to be awful. Yes, okay, Roberta, good. It's not just me. I went because the weather's so nice. My ear needs to pop. I opened the front door and then I quickly realized that wasn't a good idea. No, 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 not a good idea. Okay, let's go back down and see the progress. We're getting so close to getting a full circle around the top and the bottom. And of course, looking quite dashing next to that sign. Loving these colors. Looks like we have 3 more to go. 84%. Yay, Rhonda. Lord child. We've had some pretty great rain the last 2 days, which has been well needed. Everything was turning brown, our grass and things, and I was having to water my plants twice a day, and so we needed this rain desperately. We did not need the humidity with it. I could have passed on that. 2 more to go. Yes. I'm way past raising kids, but this is right on. No swearing or being mean or ugly. Exactly. That's like me using the word stink eye. Give her the stink eye. They understand that. But I called and reported it to the principal this morning, and I know this principal really well, that I have faith that she will follow up on it and investigate. Robin, thank you. I love this kit. Love it, love it, love it. And a lot of you have said you've bought the kit, but you haven't done it yet. So maybe this will inspire you when you're ready to move on to Christmas. I know some of us aren't still quite ready, myself included. But I had to stop and do some Christmas because at this craft show that's coming up this coming weekend, I will sell quite a bit of Christmas. And the trauma of losing her mom, papa, and uncle in the same year when she was 7 made her, oops, hang on, very sensitive, too quiet, etc. Lots of therapy and love have been amazing for her. She's now a senior in high school and has anxiety, but yeah, don't most teenagers, absolutely. She gets homesick and is going to, a college only 2 hours away. She experienced bullying and a new girl at the school issues when only in 2nd grade. With your love and support, she'll do very well. I know she will. You know, we can only do our best and give them the tools, right? And the encouragement. Okay. Ta-da! Yes, Misty, it is. Do you have plenty of help setting up for your show, Roberta? So the plan is, because normally Jill's been with us, so we normally have 3 people to go set up, but things are just shifting a little bit this year. But yes, I do. So Heather and I will go down on Thursday. Even though the show is Friday and Saturday, we can actually start setting up on Thursday afternoon. So we're going to go down, take the trailer down, unload the trailer, and then we go back Friday and work all day Friday just to stage and set everything up. And then Sunday, I've got plenty of help to help break it down. Of course, that's the easy part, is breaking it down. The hard part is deciding how you're going to set it up and where you're going to place everything and, you know, all that fun stuff. That's what takes the most time, is those decisions. She is now a teacher in 3rd grade, and she preaches respect and does not tolerate bullying. Good for her, Robin. Good for her. I knew what you meant. All right, so I've got those first 2 here and here. So I'm going to bring this one in towards the frame. And of course, I'm going to feed that pipe cleaner through the mesh. If you are just starting out, that was one thing that I don't remember anybody ever teaching. As many people as I watched make wreaths, they never said to not separate the mesh. So you know how sometimes it's a pain in the arse to get your pipe cleaners to go through that mesh and feed it all the way through? Well, I would do a shortcut. Hang on, I got one that's being a stinker. I would do a shortcut and I would just move the mesh out of my way. Well, that was a big fat no-no, because what that ended up doing was it caused my mesh to separate permanently. So my little poofs and my little ruffles did not look even. It would make them uneven. Okay, where's my other one? There we are. This one's going to go over here on this side. So go through the mesh. Yay, Teresa! Missy, really? What do you consider it to be the hardest time? What is the hardest thing? All right, so I'm going to take that and wrap it around the frame. If I have a crossbar, I'm always going to go for that crossbar, because that will assist over time. If my sign decides it wants to shift, it won't go anywhere because I've got that crossbar to keep it anchored. So I always try to do the crossbar. Here's another one. I'm going to grab that crossbar. Oh, Misty, I've never used them. For my princess, the bad thing is it gave her anxiety where she never had it before. Lori, see, that stinks. Opening as we speak. I don't think anyone but you have taught that. Yeah, it's really weird. And it's such an important piece though, Misty. Or Robin. Getting it secure. Okay. So one thing, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. So when you want to attach a sign, and I'm going to shake this. When I get done, I shake it. Is it secure on there? Yes. I don't need it so tight that it will withstand a hurricane with 200-mile-per-hour winds, right? I need it to be able to stay stable on the wreath. Now, I have not got this side attached yet. So, but you are going to see some movement in it. You're going to see a little bit of jiggle no matter what. If you get it too tight, then what happens is that you end up smashing all of your beautiful ribbon and your mesh and deforming it so it looks awkward. So then you end up with this, like this side lower and this side sticking out more. So just get it taut, not tight. Hopefully that will help. And pushing too hard, yes. All right, let me get this one fed through. And I've got to be careful about this one because I don't want the pipe cleaner to show. Let's see, where am I gonna go? Where am I gonna go? Okay, there we go. All right, let me turn that over. And I like to do the sign before I add a bow or anything else because that way I'm not smashing anything, right? So right now I just have my ribbon tails on. It's okay if I'm putting a little pressure on them. It's not going to deform the whole thing. Okay. Ta-da! Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay. Oh, my heavens to Murgatroyd. Let me get this little guy, and I'm going to trim him a little bit to figure out where I would like him to go. I'm going to go down about right here. I can make it shorter, but I don't need that big long one right now. So we're going to make a bow. And yeah, I kind of like that right in there. A nice pretty bow up here. So that's why I like to do my sign a little bit offset to the side. So I have room to add a bow over here. And then I have my rule of 3. I've got my little triangle going on. Robin, I usually do too. And you know what? I know there are other designers that they do not move on until they have their cut off. And I adamantly do not do that, because I've had it happen so many times that something would happen, or I would change my mind and wanted to make a change, and I couldn't because I cut them off. So there you go. All right, let's do this. Let's make a beautiful bow, and we're going to use that 4th ribbon, because remember, this kit comes with 4 rolls of ribbon, and we haven't even broke out this one yet. Lori, you too, girl. Thanks for hanging out with me. Card playing afternoon. Have a great day, Linda. All right, so I'm going to start with this 2.5-inch pink swirl, and I don't need ribbon tails because I know that I'm going to be putting this about in this location. So I need a nice, beautiful round bow. All right, so I'm going to start out. I don't need it super wide. So let's do a 5-inch. Let's do a 5-inch, and I'm going to do 4 loops on the bottom. Ta-da! All right. Now, okay, I'm going to use my next 2.5-inch, put it right on top, and we're going to do 2 of the same size. I'm going to go the same size loops, but I'm just going to do 1 loop. Now, because I have not used this ribbon in the wreath itself, I want to make sure that it stands out a little bit. So I'm going to actually come back in here, and I'm going to add, not loops, but I'm just going to add a couple of ribbon tails. Put those right on top, and I'll trim them down here in a little bit, but these are going to go right on top of that white. So now it brings that pink a little bit closer to the top. Serena, it is gorgeous. Yes, ma'am. Trust me, it's gorgeous. All right, so let's take that gold and let's add, we're going to do 2 loops on each side. And this one's going to come in about to the 4-inch mark. And of course, we're going to top that off with that vibrant blue. This blue is just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I actually think I'm going to add this in just a minute. So I'm just going to put this on the top. No loops. Misty, when you make as many bows as I have, girl, you'll get faster at it. Trust me. You'll get faster. All right, where did I put my wire? I can use a zip tie. Let's start out with a zip tie, but I still need my wire. So I'm going to go underneath here, right next to the rods, the dowel rods here. Bring this up. And this, my friend, is going to go right here on top. Drats, just let go of it. I don't need it to go in the dowel rods. Hang on. I know I'm probably off camera right now, but hold the phone. That's not how I want this. That's not how I vision this. Hang on. I want this almost sideways. I need it. Like that. I can make that work. Yep. Okay. Never mind. I got it figured out. Lynn, bless your heart. Thank you, sister. Okay, if somebody could find my missing wire, I would love you forever. I just laid out a new paddle, but it's actually a different gauge than I normally use. So, oh, there it is. I found it. Too late. I already got this one. All right, so I'm going to come up underneath, add my wire, because that's how I'm going to attach it to my frame. So I want to get this started. Bring my pipe cleaner back around this way, or my pipe cleaner, my zip tie. Yes, zip tie. So before I tighten it down all the way, I'm going to fluff all of this out. I want that nice round bow. So I want to make sure everything is where I want it to be, including my little ribbon right there in the center. Looking good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and tighten this. Don't you move. See, he's trying to be sneaky and do a flip on me. There I go. Okay. Take that sucker off. And let's attach this. So I want that little ribbon to be tails down. So I'm going to turn this around this way. Feed those wires through the mesh. Ta-da! Hello, where are you? And again, this is why I like to put the sign on first, because I don't want to have to flip the wreath over after I've added my bow. Daggone it. I don't know why that does that. It's like it's on a timer and I don't have a timer. My lights just randomly go off. Jealous. Listen to you. Look, if you've got this kit or you plan on getting this kit, you saw exactly how I put this together. So go for it. Go for it. Including that bow. All right, let's get this guy straightened out here and let's finish up our bow. And Serena, I don't think it's the ring light. It's my power strip. But yes, I think they all have a mind of their own. Let's trim that one down a little bit more so it doesn't interfere with Christmas. We're getting there. So see how putting that extra layer of that pink swirl in there. So I did the pink swirl layers or 2 loops of the white shimmer. And then I came back in with just some tails. I didn't put loops. I just put tails of pink shimmer or that pink swirl in there to bring it a little closer to the top. When you have a ribbon that you want to really be the star of the show, you'll want to put it as close to the top as possible that makes sense. And same way, if you're using like an expensive ribbon, don't put it on the bottom because nobody's going to see it. So bring it up closer to the top. And then of course, when you do that, it typically takes less of the roll because your loops are getting smaller the closer you get to the top. All right, let me see if I've missed any tails. Yep, right there. And as always, sometimes, you know, when I get done with a kit or a wreath, I like to take a step back and look at it and say, does it feel good to me? Do I want to add anything else to it? And like this one, I think what would look really cute is just a gold ball right there in the center. And I don't think I have any close to me. If you guys knew what my crafting area looked like right now, because we're doing all the remodeling in the house, yeah, it's crazy right now. So I don't even know where anything's at. I need some black acrylic paint. I have a ton of acrylic paint. Don't know where any of it's at right now. Yes. All right. So let's take our poinsettia and let's bring it in here and we're going to attach it. So for this, I'm going to use that twist tie that's right here. And give it a good twist. I also am going to come back in with my glue gun. Oh, did I have it turned on? Crud. That I ran the battery down on, apparently. I didn't realize it was on. So I'll take my glue gun and put a little spot of glue right underneath the bow where the tail of it is so that my poinsettia doesn't shift like this. So let's bring it up and take a look at where we left off, what we got going on. The bottom loops, this was a 5-inch. I did 5 inches. So I did 5-inch loops of the pink swirl, 5-inch loops of the white, and then I went down to 4 inches for the gold. Yep. Okay, let's come back up here. Come back. I'm like, why is that showing? Let me move this little fellow. By the way, this is a wreath kit too. I don't know if you guys have seen that. That's Sweeter Than Pumpkin Pie. That is also a wreath kit. Let's see what this looks like. Now my poinsettia needs to be glued in so it doesn't flop around. All right, let me zoom in. Ta-da! It's a little crooked. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's so pretty. And even if these aren't your jam, I'm telling you, that one really makes a statement. All the contrasting colors and that beautiful, whimsical, nutcracker, sweet kind of look to it. Misty, I leave them on. So what we were actually talking about that earlier. If I do anything with them, if they don't really fit with the wreath, I will take a pen or whatever, a paintbrush, and I'll twirl them and I'll tuck them like behind. But I don't remove the ties. Nope. And in this case, it's white ties and we have white ribbon in here. So it's not like they're standing out. There's a big contrast going on. to get on board with these colors for Christmas, but I do like this. I know, Serena, right? It's out of our wheelhouse. Out of our wheelhouse. The one thing I just want to be cautious about with our bow is to make sure it doesn't cut off Christmas. And so I'm just going to kind of maneuver it a little bit more this way. It's okay to be touching that sign, but we don't want it actually covering it up. Beautiful. All right, friends, it's my lunchtime. And I'm actually teaching a class here at 12:30, so in just less than an hour. Awesome. Yep, Serena, I hear you. So thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I will see you soon.